Okay, we are going to construct a box plot with this data in our calculator. So we're going to pull up our calculator and we are going to create a list. So if we go to Stat Edit, we go to our list. I'm going to use list 1 and clear it. And I'm going to enter this data. So it's 75, 69, 84, 112, 74, 104, 81, 90, 94, 144, 79, 98. Okay, so we have our data. I'm going to exit out of there. I can create the box plot in here. I can also pull up my 5-number summary. So if I go to Stat Calc and pull up my 1 variable statistics for list 1, I will be given that 5-number summary. If I look down here, I have minimum 69, quartile 1 77, median 87, quartile 3 101, and maximum 144. Those are my 5 numbers. I can also pull up my box plot. Now when I pull up my box plot, I want you first to go to your y equals and make sure it's clear, so there's nothing in there. Then go to Stat Plot, and on your first plot, we're going to hit Enter, and we're going to turn that plot on. And then we're going to look at all these different types of plots. So we have a scatter plot, an ogive curve, we have a histogram, we have box plot, we have a box and whisker plot, and we have here a linear regression model. So here, let's say I want to do my box plot or my box and whisker plot. Let's go with this one. So either of these are fine. We have an X list, and remember the list we put was L1, and then our frequency. Now this data is a bit spread, so my frequency I'm going to put is, well, I'm not going to put a U. My frequency, turn my alpha off, there we go. Okay, my frequency is going to be 5. That just means the tick marks are going to be every 5. And then I'm going to hit graph. And I can't see the graph because this is only going up to 25 or so. So I'm going to go to zoom, number 9. Number 9 is going to zoom to your stat plot. And then I can see my box plot. So if I look here, my box plot is given for me. And if I want to know what these data values are, I can kind of move my cursor along these values and start tracing them. I can zoom in a little bit more. I can do all that sort of stuff to get these values. But again, if we just pull up that 5-number summary, we know what all of these tick marks are. Because this is going to be my minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and my max. Once I'm given those values, I have my box plot. I can also determine my interquartile range, but I do have to do a little bit of math there. So if I go back to my screen, I look at my 5 numbers here. So I have my quartile 3 and my quartile 1. I have 100 quartile 3, 101, and quartile 1, 77. I can find my interquartile range. So my interquartile range is going to be Q3 minus Q1, which gives us 24. This is my interquartile range. To determine if, let's see here, 69 or 144 are outliers, I'm going to test my ranges here. So to test if 69 is an outlier, I want to see if anything is less than quartile 1 minus 1.5 times my interquartile range. So here that would be 77 minus, let's see here, 1.5 times 24. So 41. So an observation would have to be less than 41 in order to be an outlier. So 69 is not an outlier. To determine if 144 is an outlier, we want to see if an observation is greater than quartile 3 plus 1.5 times the interquartile range. So here we pull up our calculator again. We would do quartile 3, 101 plus 1.5 times 24. And there we get 137. So if an observation is greater than 137, then it is an outlier. So 144 is going to be an outlier because it is greater than 137.